Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We're here, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the next episode of Vinland Saga. This being episode 13. Now, previous episode was kind of like the calm before the storm type of episode, which I really like those kinds of episodes. Like when a series has those, right? It doesn't always have to be action. It could be just story progression or development. Focusing on characters and lore and stuff like that. So I love what Vinland Saga did in the previous episode, and now we've kind of have had like we're being ambushed right now because, like, well, Thorkel. From the look of it, Thorkel didn't expect them to be like totally safe because they're kind of away from Thorkel right now. But obviously, we see they're still dealing with some kind of trouble, which we were good initially, right? With like Askeladd. Well, Askeladd, like knowing, I forget what his name was, but we got introduced to him for the first time in the previous episode, like that captain guy. So Askeladd, which they're not really like they're allies for now, but I guess they kind of have like the same goal or something like that. So we're gonna see what we have with this episode, everyone. We're gonna hop into it. We're starting at the very beginning, 0 seconds, and we're gonna get started in three, two, one, play. Thorfinn is indeed the son of a hero. Yeah, that is the title of the episode. Maybe I don't know if that's what they're referring to with this episode. Maybe I don't know. I'm used to looking over here. By the way, I gotta look over here because I am changing the angle. Child of a hero. What are they starting us off with here? It's not Thorfinn. There's no way this is Thorfinn. Okay, so that was who we met in the previous episode. My mother will die. Yo, is this a young Askeladd? Yo, look at his mom. She's like looks like she's like almost dead. I gotta get used to looking right here again. I'm so used to looking here. We got the new OP too, man. Let's go, man, with the mission. I already know they're on it. I've heard. Yo, I'm gonna have to go back and see what the beginning said because it was like too quick. The text on the screen. Oh shit. Let's go, baby. They're back again. There's Vinland. Woo. Askeladd. Yo, look. I think that's one of the volume covers too. That has to be a young Askeladd, man. Who we saw at the beginning. I think that's a volume cover too. Yo, Canute. Oh, they just gave us a. That looked like a spoiler maybe there for. What's his name? He just like disappeared completely. Damn, man with the mission always coming in with that fire, dude. Okay, okay, Canute. I see you. There's gonna be some real development for Canute, man. Canute and Askeladd like disappearing. They're scaring me with these visuals in this OP, man. With some of them, but I love it. I love the OP, man. Man with the mission, always coming in with that with the greatness. Scaring me though, scaring me. Up in the air right now. With what's going on with Canute, at least to them. I have a feeling might not be wearing that crown all too much longer. You know. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. They got ambushed. The end of the previous episode. I gotta try and talk this out. Acer, Asa, Acer. Gratianus, that's what his name was. Yeah, we just got introduced to him in the previous episode, so I couldn't remember his name. Sorry. So what they can't understand what he's saying though, but like Askeladd can. And Bjorn can too? Oh. They could have killed one of us with their first shot at the Oh, okay. I thought maybe I was like Bjorn could understand them too? So really Askeladd and uh Gratianus are the only two that could understand them right now. Huh. He violated all of the ceasefire, and that's isn't that what he wanted with the king? Like that's what he wanted with Canute was to have like a peace agreement, ceasefire. So if that's true, that's hmm. Uh, Canute's reaction. Ascalon knows how to put on an act too. He can play that same game. We know this. Oh boy. Your Highness, if you please. I'm going to boil you and eat you alive. Oh, it's gonna be tougher than that. A little easier said than done. It has to be the prince, and that's what Gratianus was talking about in the previous episode as well. He was like, Ragnar, I don't want you to speak to me. I want the prince himself, and he said he'll even wait to get a response. Jeez. That is it is sad. It is fucked up when you think about it, really. Yeah, because to be fair, we really don't know how Canute is came up. I figured, I mean, Canute is this way for a reason. Going to tell them the plan. Mm, it was like, did Askeladd just like do that? Did he really say that? Come on, Thorfinn, chill. Come on. Canute didn't have the same. I wouldn't say like Thorfinn was like lucky to kind of end up where he was to kind of strengthen him and kind of change his mindset, right? Because I guess Thorfinn could have ended up the same way as Canute with everything that happened with Thorfinn and Thor's and all of that, but he went down like a different path than like Canute. Canute chose to go kind of a different way, but Thorfinn Thorfinn was like you loser. Just talk between leaders. Yeah, right. There has to be something there for them as well. That secret. Is that in regards to like the plan? Didn't know he could speak Welsh. Yeah, that I mean that is new. I was kind of surprised he could understand and talk like that. He's from Denmark but can speak Welsh. So that has to do something with his parents, right? Because we saw his mom at the beginning of the episode. I'm assuming that's his mom, and I'm assuming that's all assumption that that's a young Askeladd that we saw. That's hard. What did he just tell him? Lydia's child Askeladd has inherited the blood of the great leaders of the Roman Celts. Or is it pronounced Celts? I'm of mixed Danish and Welsh blood. Wow. Wow. Descendant of Artorias. That's a bombshell, man. That's kind of a bombshell. The person that the Legend of King Arthur was based on. I know a little bit about that, like from Fate, but so I have heard of like that a little bit of that before. When he was 14, he visited Wales with Lydia and met me for the first time. So yeah, that was the very beginning of the episode. Yeah, I was that was my only like guess. I guess that was him, and then that was Gratianus. So it seems like he was more helpful and supportive of his mother than his father, and that explains because I'm of mixed blood. But to be able to have that dynamic, or like that's his plan. That's ooh, damn. Yo, Askeladd really is right now like where we're at in the series. Like I know Thorfinn's the main character, but my in my opinion right now, like Askeladd is probably like the most interesting, or like in terms of how he's written, he's the most like interesting character to me, or like the best written character right now as it stands, in my opinion. Like, and this just adds on to it, man. Like, definitely. Regardless of my blood, I hate the Danes, and that has to be like I was saying, like because his mother. So his mother was Welsh. I'm assuming, right? Because it seems like he was more for his mother, more supportive of his mother. Didn't really like his father all that too much, or wasn't really big on his father. So his father is probably a Dane, and then his mother was Welsh. Yeah, I think they explained that. That's wild, though, man. Ragnar's like, what the hell's going on here? What's trust, huh? I heard they eat humans. They look evil. They look menacing. Jeez. The reason I don't talk isn't because I'm a coward. Ragnar's like, what? Did he actually just speak? And he's actually like going kind of deep into it. Wow. I think everyone has like the same reaction right now. Like, just like dead silent. That's good though. That's good. Thorfinn brought it out of him. Like, wow. Yeah, yeah, right. I know it was Thorfinn out of anyone to bring it out of him. I love it though. I love it. That's good progress in my opinion for Canute. You know, like that's like he said, not because like I'm a coward or anything. It's because like I have to be like maybe a little too cautious, but like I someone of in that standing, I guess I get it. It has to be tough being a part of a royal family in this time, right? Like 100%. Like Thorfinn's just not having it. He's like, who gives a shit about the snow? Winter's coming. Gainsborough. There they go. He's already thought about it. But that's the thing though, like because of like the Welsh and like the mix, like that's just like in certain situations that's could probably come in handy. Like we've already saw it, you know. Like I would say, yeah, like it's already kind of came in handy. So wow, man, we got the new ED here too. So I want to hear this before we talk about the more of the episode. I like the art here. I like how this is like drawn. Okay. Yeah, I really like how this is drawn. Like how this looks. This song is really good too. A good. No, I don't think it touches torches. This is like that's hard to touch. It's Aimer, but this is like a good follow up, a good successor. It looks like they took a lot of bits from the OP and kind of just animated it differently or drew it differently. Not all of it, but I think like some parts of it. Wow, man. So, good episode of Vinland Saga. Like the thing, like I was saying, like I feel like right now as it stands, I think eventually like Thorfinn will, depending on where I see his character going, like he's probably gonna be the best written character in the series. He's a main character, but like right now as it stands, in my opinion, Askeladd's probably the most interesting character to me, or like the most well written as it stands right now in the anime. He's probably my favorite character in the anime, honestly, as well. So far, and this just kind of added on to that because he was probably already my favorite character before, but this just adds a whole another dynamic, right? So from what I got of it, obviously we got like his plan, like what he wants to do, getting into a higher position, Canute being obviously the successor, getting the throne eventually, and then him getting a higher position in there and being able to have a, a peace treaty. But like with his parents, I think yeah, his dad was a Dane, and then his mother was Welsh, and it seems like he was a lot more like, you know, for his mom. You know what I'm saying? Compared to his dad, it seems like he probably didn't really like his dad. I mean, we literally heard him say, "I hate the Danes," which is just crazy. It's crazy to hear him say that. Um, but like the whole like legend of with Artorias and the all of that too, like him being a descendant technically, like that's wild. So there's just a huge bombshell around uh Askeladd's character in this episode, and I really really like that. I really really like that, man. So they did the same with the first ED. They used scenes from the episodes and add filters to them. Yeah. So yeah, okay. So they probably they took bits from the OP and then probably parts on the episodes as well, and kind of just had it animated differently and drawn differently. I like it though. I really like it. And the song is good too. I think I heard of Millet. I think that was the girl who was singing it. Maybe from Goblin Slayer, I want to say. I don't remember. Or maybe this might be the first time I've heard of her, but that was a good song. He brought his mother home to her home before she died. So yeah, that. I think that tells you just how much really his mother meant to him compared to his father, right? I mean, and we saw his mother in his arms. Like she, did you see her bones and her body? Like it looked like she could have been dead in his hands, like right there or something. I don't know, but um, yeah, this is a good episode. This is a really good episode. Um, I love how this show does this with these characters, and also how it drives the story as well. But this is probably the biggest episode we've had for Askeladd so far in terms of what we had revealed here, and I really liked it. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this episode of Vinland Saga. If you guys did enjoy the reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.